What's up, guys? I'm Jalen H. Today, I'm currently watching Initial D for Stage episodes 19 and 20. Last time on, Takumi perfectly caps off the Saitama run by winning in amazing fashion, and Keisuke helps out by knowing the guys that were going to beat us up, so we didn't have to get beat up anymore. So that was really fun. Now we're going to go to the next area over, which should have overall stronger racers, which I'm super excited for. There's only 6 episodes left, including this episode today, of fourth stage. So I'm really interested in where they could go here. But in episode 18, we did see Kyoko and Keisuke go out on a little, like, I wouldn't say date, but Keisuke would never allow himself to get help from somebody without paying them back. And then, of course, he turned Kyoko down one more time, letting her know, yeah, it's not going to happen, at least while I'm racing for the D. And now Takami is still having struggles with the 8.6 and the new four-wheel drive car that Bunta has that he's been driving back and forth. But hopefully that is resolved and Takami becomes a stronger racer because of it. So let's get into it. Three, two, one.
All right.
Keisuke got his FD fix as well. It looks better than ever.
So what's going
GTR?
on? I hear Joshima and Hoshino are coming out tonight. It's weird, man.
Oh, these are the next
Two
people?
pillars of purple shadow to get together. It's gotta be something big.
You mean you really hadn't heard? Project D is heading up to challenge us.
You gotta be yanking my chain.
Yeah.
You mean Joshima and Hoshino are racing Project D themselves?
I kinda doubt they will. I'm guessing they'll put up the younger dudes in Purple Shadow before they do that. Those guys have better things to do than race a couple of kids. I mean, they're like gods on the road. They won't get their hands dirty with this one.
Wow, these dudes have a heck of a legacy if they being called gods.
Here they are. Joshima Godarm Toshia and Kozo Godfoot Hoshino.
This is now the third blue car in the series, I think. Wow, these dudes look like weirdos.
You don't lower that cholesterol soon, it'll kill you faster than a fire in your gas tank.
Ah, get off my case. I live my life thick and quick, you know that. Anyway, when
Thick and quick, I like
what
that.
some dumbass doctor has to say.
Yeah, you and me both, big guy.
So Project D, huh? I haven't been this jazzed about a race in a real long time.
Maybe guys like us just get easier to excite the older we get. But who cares? Sounds like fun.
Act 19.
I don't want to sound like a jerk or anything, but I didn't think you guys were going to show up. Are you two going to
Why not?
race?
That's right. I hope it's not a problem for you.
Of course not.
Yeah, let
No,
'em
no,
race.
You two can do whatever you want. It's just that the most senior members don't need to waste their time racing a bunch of kids if they don't want to.
Us racing this has got nothing to do
Dude,
with
they
age.
aren't
These fellas are
19.
driving all the way up here from Gunma, right? It's a long way. Let's give them a warm Ibaraki welcome. Sound good to you?
Well, sure. But we're better than these guys. We'll take care of them for you.
Ease up on the attitude.
You're
Just
not.
let us drive this one, and I guarantee you'll like what you see. It's not like we're a couple of arrogant jerks who just showed up on your scene to tell you the way of the world and how to drive its roads. We formed
Yeah.
Purple Shadow a long time ago and taught you a hell of a lot when we brought you kids on. But the fact is, we're getting up there. We can't keep up with you young kids anymore.
Hoshino, that just isn't true.
Nah.
Not one of us has even come near your level of expertise.
Stop
I
being
feel
so
like
modest. You look
driving
like
is not
you're a
something
regular
that
on
gets
the school
impacted by
circuit. You
age.
make all those cats
Maybe
look
I'm
like
wrong.
fatuous chumps.
The two of us dig doing crap like this, and we don't get to that much. No matter how old we get, we're still just two kids with cars. So, what do you say we take them for a few more runs?
Sure. Gotta chip this rust off ourselves one way or another, right?
I wonder if they ever raced Bunta at all. Since they are kind of older, you know?
Rust? If those guys think they're rusty, I'd hate to know what they think about us. They both have their skills honed even sharper than a samurai sword. Godarm. earned his name by mastering the method of one-handed steering, Dr. Toshia Joshima.
He's a doctor.
Then there's Kozo Godfoot Hoshino. He got his name because of his accelerator techniques. Only someone with the foot of a god could do what he does with those pedals. After countless battles, these two men are the gods of the mountain pass. They have no equal.
Dad, you gonna get that?
Guess he's not here. Fujiwara Tofu Shop, how can I help you?
Hey, it's Wataru. I'm in your neighborhood. Thought you might want to grab a bite to eat somewhere.
Wow. What are you doing down here, man?
So, what's your next big destination?
Ibaraki.
Right on.
So, Wataru,
Huh?
I just wanted to
What's
say
up?
thank you for everything you helped me out with. I've thought a lot about what you said, and I think I'm getting it.
Glad to hear it helped out. That doesn't always happen when I give advice.
It's like I finally feel like I'm starting to wrap my head around the 8-6 for the first time.
Huh? Here it comes.
Wow.
I wonder what
First
he's gonna
time?
start babbling about this time. Seriously, dude, some of the crap that comes out of your mouth makes no freaking sense.
Hey, I'm only being honest. I feel like I finally got a handle on her. After all these years, I know what I gotta do if I want to get her to perform at her full potential. It's like how I automatically know what to do to conquer a course the first time out, or how to balance the support on my suspension. I'm just now starting to feel my grip on those kinds of things. That's all I'm trying to say.
That's nice.
Whatever
Yeah.
floats your boat, at least you're making progress, right?
Floats
Still,
your
it blows
boat.
my mind. How anyone
says
could do what
that?
you've done with as little information as you've had up to now is a mystery.
Yeah, I guess, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean I'm stupid. I'm just waiting on the day I lose a race so I can understand her even better.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the next loss we have will be very impactful and getting over this little hump edge that we got. Like the next loss will be great. I wonder, you want to lose before fifth stage? Or should we not lose? Wait, I don't know. I guess we should lose now. No point waiting all the way till fifth stage.
Why are we bringing the extra support car with us this time?
Before we came out, Ryosuke and I made a list of everything we knew we'd need. When we looked at it all side by side, turned out 3 cars wasn't going to be enough. I just wanted everybody here to know we're having to up the ante against these guys. Now let that sink in
Wow.
real good. We've got a long haul ahead of us, so be careful out there. Got it?
Got it.
Got it.
Let's roll!
What exactly are you trying to do? Like, what did we
Hey,
bring?
Chief, did you hear? Project
4
D's next
cars.
opponent is the Purple Shadow. They're going to be racing in Ibaraki. I know it sounds nuts, but I also heard it was going to be Hoshino and Joshima in the battle.
No shit. If you can find the time in your busy schedules, both of you need to go watch these guys battle the D.
But I didn't know the Purple Shadow was anything to write home about. Dikey,
They're
you
gods.
don't know could fill a library. Both of those guys are driver's chief here would take his hat off to any day.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Does Project D even stand a chance on this one?
The pendulum is always swinging, boys. Who knows where it's gonna come back to?
What
Don't
does that
worry about
mean?
what you can't control. Just watch the match, take away what you can. See how these guys tackle such an enormous obstacle and think about how you would do it. That's the thing I want you to take away.
I mean, yeah, this would be a great race to watch if you're like trying to get better. The gods versus the D.
Here we go.
Yeah, they're just getting straight into it. Yeah, we're just gonna. All my predictions are wrong, usually. That's not a bad thing, though. But
All that sounds fine. And we'll do everything we can to make sure the night runs smoothly for your crew.
We appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
Sure.
It's been a pleasure meeting you.
These kids are a heck of a lot nicer than I thought they'd be.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, why would they be
After
mean?
what I saw on their homepage, I expected a bunch of baggy pants wearing arrogant little pricks.
I'm getting a good vibe. Now that we know they're cool, we can skip the mind games and attitude and just go straight to the racing.
They don't have a single picture of the
This'll be a
racers
fun night.
on the
Could be
website.
the best we've had in a long time.
You know the routine. First couple of runs at 80%. Stay focused, all right?
Yep. Let's do it. I need the in-car shots look good, like from the perspective of like the windshield, seeing them inside.
Whoa. Hey, what's up with the fourth van? You've got this thing filled up with almost nothing but spare tires.
How rough is this road?
This motor scooter. What's that doing in here?
Oh, that? I brought that along for our drivers to use.
Why for them?
So they can check out the course. It'll be available to them anytime they want to use it before dark tomorrow. On
Wow.
that scooter, they'll be able to see any damage or problem spots in the road a lot easier.
I see. Yeah.
Then hopefully, they'll be able to draw out an even more detailed plan of the course before they're loaded for bear. I mean, it'd be best if they could walk the road, but we don't have that kind of time.
Right.
This is just one of the new ideas Ryosuke came up with.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Smart. He's been kicking out a lot of killer ideas lately, hasn't he?
Just where the old tricks won't work, so this new crew's got to be pretty good.
Hold on. Okay, you're locked in. Balance seems fine. The suspension's solid. Just do me a favor and keep an eye on how your traction holds up out there.
Cool.
Thank you.
Whatever you say.
How's the car looking tonight? Like a greased piston. And Takumi seems to have his head screwed on tight. Think he's finally catching on to a few of the things it takes to set up his car before a race. He isn't the same dumb kid he used to be.
I've been noticing the difference too. I was just thinking about how far he's come since his first race with Project D.
I'm so proud of him.
He's practicing a lot outside of his time with us, times when we can't keep our eyes on him. Whatever he's doing, he's catching on to something, and it's working. Whether or not he wins, he's going to keep getting better. Incredibly so. Takumi will surpass us all someday.
Us all. Project D.
I don't know anything about the modifications on the FD, but it sure as hell looks sweet.
That's the way Keisuke likes it. The look is 100% his own design.
So how'd she do?
The inclines are steeper than I expected, so the balance is shifting too much to the rear.
You want me to raise her up in the back a little?
Yeah, I think that'd help a lot.
That water look good.
You're Keisuke, the guy driving the FD, right? That's a real nice car.
Thank you.
You got that badass thing going on pretty well. Bet you're popular with the ladies, huh? I'm not
Hey,
hating on
calm
you, kid.
down.
It's just that I was something of a ladies' man when I was younger, too.
Oh,
So we
yeah?
can recognize our own. Youth sure is the most irreplaceable of commodities. When you get to be my age and you start strapping this
Get
much
that
dick
weight.
around your gut like I have, well, let's just say the bras don't come flying off the girls the way they used to. Don't even get me started on the amount of money you gotta spend on them either. But still, the joy you feel when you land one is greater than anything you ever felt when you were young. Believe it or not, it's even better than any one of the hundreds of wins I had in my day.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm sure
Go
I'll
back to
come into
Kyoko.
focus for you eventually. It's important for you to screw around when you're young. I get it. See you later. Oh, I almost forgot. I had something else I came over here to talk
Yeah,
about.
what did you come up?
Just a little idea about the battle I wanted to toss at you.
Yeah, okay.
What's up?
What are you thinking?
Oh, how should I put this? When you're racing a mountain pass, having both a downhill and an uphill is par for the course. And it's not like I've tweaked out my car specifically for the uphill or anything.
Right.
I always believe total balance is what makes a true street racer. So here's what I'm proposing to you. Let's not make our battle just an uphill. I figure we're skilled enough we can switch it up, make it more interesting.
Hold on.
What do you mean?
You want to race me in a mixed stage with both uphill and downhill?
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Kick ass. That means I could show off everything I got.
Yeah,
Especially
that's
on
really
the
good.
downhill.
Can we do that?
Sounds all right.
Yeah.
We can do it just like you said. I think I'll enjoy that.
You sure show a lot of promise, boy. This is gonna be fun. Oh, and one more thing before I go.
What's up?
Do you think you and I could do our battle first?
You mean before they run the downhill?
Just to amp up the excitement for me. I'm getting kind of impatient in my old age.
I see.
Waiting for things gets under my skin.
That works for me too. I'm pretty much the same way.
Well, okay. I don't mind telling you, I'm really getting pumped about this battle.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Catch you later.
I've come to find out that I think whoever races first gets the better
You
race.
didn't mind me making the call on that one, bro. Just didn't seem like there was any reason to tell the guy no.
No, I think it'll be fine. I'll admit it was an unexpected turn of events, but after meeting them, I doubt they have any ill intent. After all, it ends up helping us out. It makes the race a little more advantageous for us without making us look like a bunch of jerks.
How so?
I gotta give him credit. We haven't faced anyone yet that offered us the chance to make a race more fair. It's easy to be generous when you know you're the best.
Yeah, I mean, because his FD is obviously spec to go uphill. Then maybe the mechanics can balance it out.
I'm all charged up. It's been a while since I was itching this bad to get behind the wheel.
Be smooth. 80%.
That old dude, I don't know how much of a threat he is, but he's good.
Nah, I can feel the racer aura off them.
It's like there's a weight on my shoulders.
They're calm in a way that shows that they won hundreds of times. They're good. You know what I mean?
Whatever it is, this will still be one hell of a race.
Yeah, like they're confident in a way that doesn't feel cocky, that they don't believe that they could lose to an 8-6. You know?
Keisuke, Fujiwara, there you guys are. Are you ready to go? We booked a lodge at the base of the mountain for you two to stay in.
You what?
That's
Really?
right. You're both getting to sleep in a nice air-conditioned room for a change.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Why just us two?
Because you're the drivers. You guys are gonna win or lose it for all of us.
Nah, I don't need a room.
Nah.
I'll just sleep in the back of my car like I usually do. Ryosuke, why don't you take my place instead?
I've never had to pull rank before, but you can consider this a direct order from your team leader. It's far too hot this time of year for you to be sleeping in your car. It could affect your driving. It's critically important that you don't feel any fatigue tonight. You need to keep your concentration as high as possible.
Basically, it's important for you two to get your beauty rest for the sake of the team.
Okay.
Go down to the lodge. Go grab your things and hop into van number 1.
Yeah. Beauty sleep it is then.
Fumihiro said he'd swing back here to pick us up around 4.
That gives us longer to sleep than I ever get back home.
Ooh. Well, it's like
I almost feel bad
10?
for the other guys. I gotta say, though, feels pretty damn good to be able to stretch out for once.
No question about that, man. This is the first time since we've started our expeditions with D we've had anything cool happen.
We could sure use the rest. This is gonna be a rough battle, worse than you might think. It's a short course, but it's got all these details that are really tough to nail.
All those slow winding corners, not being able to see what's coming up next, forget about planning.
And the blacktop's one of the bumpiest I've seen. I don't have any idea how I can make it through that sucker in just one shot.
he's asleep already.
He's already asleep?
Wow.
No way.
I mean, yeah, he's probably so used to going to sleep
Must
quickly.
be nice. He might come across as naive, maybe a little dumb, but the truth is the guy's tough. I'm the delicate one.
That's the bar.
What in the hell is Kenta doing?
What? Is he tanning?
He slathered oil all over his body to get a tan.
What a
Why?
freaking idiot. Why does he need to get any darker than he already is?
Yeah, he's not
I
even
don't know
like
how he can
light.
stand to be out here. I feel like I'm on fire.
Probably close to 1,000 degrees in the cars.
It was a smart idea getting Keisuke and Takumi to a cool room where they could relax. Lucky.
Absolutely. Especially for this battle, they've got to be in the best shape of their lives, both physically and mentally.
Ryosuke already had the whole shebang worked out way before we got here. But I wouldn't expect anything less out of the guy now that I think of it.
Yeah, no doubt.
This little background beat kind of cute. I like this. Doesn't look too abnormal, at least not to me.
Man, Fujiwara sure is taking a sweet-ass time looking over the course.
He's been gone for what, an hour? Maybe 2?
Yeah,
Wow,
something like that.
maybe
Keisuke
2.
was there and back in about as long as it takes to piss.
So are you planning on actually racing today?
Hey, shut up. I got my own style, douchebag. I may have been fast, but I did everything I had to do.
Well, we're all counting on you. You're up first tonight, and we'd love to lead with a win.
I'm ready to go to bat. I've had a great night's sleep in a cool place, so I'm feeling like $1,000,000.
Let's do it. I no way they made Keisuke lose. You know, I hate being like, oh, they're not gonna make him lose because they haven't lost yet. But then then he loses. But Takami's loss is definitely coming up, but maybe not this one. After this, 5 episodes left.
Been waiting for this a long time, man. It's gonna be a massive blowout.
Getting to see Joshima and Hoshino step out of the shadows to throw down and battle with these badass drivers from Project D? It's a once in a
I wonder what will be the last race of the season.
Legends. You know, I've heard a lot about Project D, but how good are they really? I mean, they're going up against guys who got the word God in their nicknames. Think they can hold up to that?
All I know is they're not your average drivers. Both guys they got behind the wheel are like 20 years old, and they've been at this a while. They've been all over Northern Kanto, and they haven't lost a single race yet. So I'm gonna go out
Not one.
and say they're gonna be all right.
I tell you, they better be the best in the friggin' region. I didn't come all the way up here just to watch some kids get beat.
Man, a lot of people turned out for this one. Not as many as there'd be if D hadn't stopped posting the time and location of their races. They must have been getting too many showing up to watch, too many distractions on the road to have a safe battle.
Wow, yeah.
But they've got a fan site up. They leaked the info in just enough time for people to make the race.
Huh?
Leak?
I didn't know that. Must
What?
suck to be popular.
Who?
Bastards.
It would have to be an inside job. Nobody else knows our schedule.
I can't wait to get out there and start tearing the road up.
Easy now. Watch that cockiness of yours, buddy. You know what that can do.
Keep your pantyhose on. The pride of the Purple Shadow is a powerful thing. I'm not gonna lose to some kid. I may be old, but I can still teach a punk a lesson or two.
We'll do the hill climb first, guys. The pylon at the top of the course is your turnaround point. Once you flip that, come back down. That's one run. And of course, we'll repeat as necessary. Does that sound okay to you, sir?
That's just fine. And since we're doing a mixed stage of both uphill and downhill, you fellas have any objections to me taking the lead on the first run?
No objections at all.
No, go for it.
Cool.
I wonder how many runs it'll take.
All right. Let's get rolling.
Is he a vampire? What was that?
Forgot. I'm Kozo Hoshino.
I'm Keisuke Takahashi.
Let's do it. We're gonna get right into that next race. Next episode, I guess. 3, 2, 1. This should be a pretty big moment. I think this is going to be one of the most important races for KSK of the season. Don't forget, at the end of the final stage, I'm going to be doing a big tier list of every
In
race
order to
in the
win, you're
series.
gonna have to approach this battle from a different angle. You need to trust me. This isn't exactly the kind of thing I would normally ask you to do.
I'm open to ideas, bro.
Okay.
You're talking to
A
me?
plan
That's the
that we
line.
don't know.
Unlike my friend here, I
That's
don't need
always
to study
nice.
my opponent's every move to know how to win. Besides, I can't afford to drag this out. My car is a little heavy. If I let up, they could use that to their advantage. I'll make it quick.
Don't be too sure. I don't need to remind you. You do have a tendency to get a little complacent when you think there's no chance you could lose.
Oh, yeah?
I'm not saying I think you will, but there's no such thing as a sure thing.
Worrying like that'll give you an ulcer, you know. It's like I said. I'll keep up the momentum and this will be over pretty quick. They're never even gonna know what hit them.
I don't know about this. I might be able to pull it off, but it sure as hell won't be easy.
Nobody said this wouldn't be challenging.
Right.
Assuming that everything goes according to your simulation, what's the absolute most time I can give him at the turning point?
I'd say 7 seconds.
What?
Okay. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time.
Our perfect record is riding on this, Keisuke. Just be sure to keep that in mind.
Right.
Oh my god. So much pressure not to lose. Our perfect record, by the way. Our perfect record. We've never lost. Yeah, and you know, if we lose, they're gonna immediately dismiss all the wins we did. The public, I'm saying. GTR. Act 20.
Alright, everyone! On my count! 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Unless I'm tripping, I've never heard gas, gas, gas yet.
Hoshino knows what he needs to do in order to win. When you've driven as long as he has, you learn a few things. Don't let up. Not even for a second. Come on,
Yeah.
big guy. Give it everything you've got and then some.
Looks like it started.
Yep, looks like it.
Keisuke is up against Koso Hoshino. Most people know him as Godfoot because of his expertise with accelerators. And even someone like Keisuke has got to be feeling a little nervous.
Just meeting with them last night made me nervous. I can't put my finger on it, but something is seriously off about those guys.
Try not to get psyched out. You're going to be going up against God Arm. And we'll need to stay on top of our game for that, all right?
Yep. Is this a turn? Yeah, here we come.
Well, well, you've got a few tricks up your sleeve. Pretty smooth for such a heavy ride.
Age comes before beauty, little man. Eat my
Oh yeah? Stay on them, stay on them.
Looks like the race has already started.
Wait a second. Why are they starting with the hill climb?
It's not gonna be just an uphill.
Huh?
I heard somebody say they're racing an uphill and a downhill.
Who told you that?
Doing a combination race?
That's right. A hill climb followed by a downhill is one run. They keep running the course over and over until there's a clear winner.
Huh.
I haven't seen Kozo Hoshino race in forever, not since he was still driving that R32 around. Man, that old guy can really drive. I went to this random meet at Tsukuba Circuit just because somebody told me Hoshino was going to be racing that day. I got to see him actually drift his R32 the entire way through the final corner. Seeing something like that isn't the kind of thing you can ever forget. The Atessa ETS on the GTR can be a real bitch if you don't know what you're doing, and you can forget trying to drift with it, it's too heavy. It just wasn't designed for that kind of driving. The second the ETS detects a tail sliding, it kicks in and starts to spin the front tires.
Interesting.
I didn't know that. But to be perfectly honest, I'm clueless about four-wheel drives.
It's like this.
Yeah, I'm not as knowledgeable.
On the accelerator, you couldn't maintain a slide angle, which is why I prefer the FR over the GTR. The traction from the front tires will automatically take hold of the road and the car will stop drifting instantly.
Huh?
It's a liability if you ask me. And as if that's not bad enough, the Atessa ETS decides how to distribute power to the front tires as you step on the accelerator. Which means that if you rely on your light footwork on the throttle, you're only making it all the more difficult to maintain a solid drift.
But I thought you said Hoshino's GTR drifted in the battle you saw him run.
Yeah, that's what makes it so memorable. Chief was there too, and even he couldn't explain how he did it. Come to think of it, the whole experience nearly left him completely speechless.
Wish I'd been there to see that.
I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty hilarious. Anyways, like I was saying, I think Hoshino might be the only guy who could pull something like that off.
I'm starting to get why the Chief was pushing so hard for us to come and watch this particular race.
Me too. I guarantee you there isn't a single person out here that could work a pedal the way Kozo Hoshino can. I mean, they don't call the guy Godfoot because he can walk on water, you know.
That's funny.
Earlier on. He said he'd be shocked if Project D was able to win, and I think I see what he meant by that.
Yeah.
Nah.
I do know one thing for sure, though. This race is gonna be something else.
I've had the GTR 3.2, the 3.3, and the 3.4. Nothing else on the road handles like these babies. After I got behind the wheel of my first 3.2, I knew I'd finally found the ride for me. Then I got the larger second generation 3.3, which turned out to be a total disappointment.
This
car was a waste of time. Ready?
This sounds like a very similar song that played when Takemi faced the Night Kids, Takahashi.
This is the fourth GTR I've owned.
Takashi or something. It might even be the same song actually. Correct me if I'm wrong, but hey, I remember.
He's keeping up. No big surprise there.
Damn, he's fast. I let myself get cocky because of all the modifications we did to the FD. That was a big mistake. Man, this GTR drives like it's on rails.
Just be consistent in your movements.
Sitting in with Hoshino during a race is pretty freaking wild, dude.
I bet it is. Is it true that he talks to himself?
He yells, "Durya!" or "Bring it on!" But I don't think anybody knows why.
Man, that is so weird.
Hey,
Then again,
hype
I
himself
guess
up.
every driver has his little quirks. Maybe that's just the way he keeps his focus. But whatever, it works.
Seems to me that if I tried that, it'd hurt my concentration more than help. But I do know that either way, I'd feel like one crazy bastard, that's for sure.
Yeah. Most people clam up when they're trying to concentrate, but Hoshino isn't most people.
Listen to them. It's adorable how hard they're trying to figure it all out. Concentration through shouting? How I miss being young and naive.
Me too. I'm 23, by the way. Me too. I miss being young and naive.
Let's do this.
I'm like 3 years older than Takemi, huh? 4 years, maybe? I mean, definitely 4 years.
Despite what some may think, Hoshino has a tendency to overthink his strategy. The more he thinks about something, the more worked up he gets. Talking to himself keeps him from concentrating too hard. I don't know how he came up with it, but it really seems to help him behind the wheel. My curiosity sometimes gets the better of me. I have to wonder what Hoshino would be like as a driver without his little technique. I know one thing for sure, though. As wild as he is now, I doubt he'd be the kind of driver I'd want on my team.
Don't mess with me!
He's going for an aggressive play here.
Try and keep a level head out there, old friend. I'm counting on you. Don't go wasting time showing off. You're not a kid anymore. Well,
Yeah,
I wouldn't
it's
go
crazy.
for a cold front right now.
Let me get you a drink, sir. You gotta stay hydrated.
You did not have to open it up for me, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Come on.
You
I
were
mean,
a
they
smart
gods.
You sure it's just the weather, sir?
Once you get to be my age, heat can really do a number on you.
I guess so, yeah. Yeah, it's so crazy because in Initial D, characters get so confident in their abilities that they feel like it's a threat when somebody is right behind them or as good as them.
Not the 3-4, though. This car was made for me. People that don't know any better think Mercedes and Ferraris are the best cars on the street just because they cost an arm and a leg. I could buy both cars tomorrow, and neither one of them would hold a candle to the GTR.
Yeah.
They're the way to go. GTR, baby!
Woo! Yeah, I hope you lose, buddy.
Oh, yeah!
Like that.
Come on!
That might be a good thumbnail. Oh, that's halfway. I mean, are they gonna win in like one run, and this race is gonna be over?
In other battles, it seems like you pretty much let Keisuke do whatever the hell he wants. I was just
Yeah, he gave him a hint this
wondering
time.
what's so different.
In case you hadn't noticed, these gentlemen aren't your run-of-the-mill street racers.
Trust me, I
Right.
definitely noticed.
They're at an advantage. When it comes to the uphill, tire management is by far the most important factor. We have to play this smart. We try to compete with the four-wheel drive GTR. The tires on Keisuke's FD are bound to wear out.
But what about Keisuke's accelerator work? I mean, you have to admit he has gotten a lot better lately.
I know he has. That's why he isn't my main concern at the moment. Someone else is
Really?
well-versed in accelerators.
Yeah, and I'm guessing it goes by the nickname Godfoot.
Holding off on the hill climb and making a move on the downhill is pretty much our only option now.
I do see what you're saying, but it just seems to me that 7 seconds is cutting it a little bit close. Are you sure about this, Ryosuke? What if something goes wrong out there?
Those 7 seconds will still give us the window we need. A race can change dramatically in less time. I'm asking a lot of Keisuke, but he's fully capable of pulling this off. I'm certain of it.
This
You
is
were
so
absolutely
interesting.
right when you said his accelerator work
Asking
improved.
Keisuke to win on a downhill.
But whether he's smart enough to put it to good use, that remains to be seen.
I don't know, bro. This is one hell of a risky move. I hope I can make it work, but I don't know. This geezer is pretty damn fast. If I can't regain the 7-second lead on the downhill, all of this will have been for nothing.
Right.
Regaining a lead is a tall order in just about any race, and throwing strategy into the mix doesn't help. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Bro wouldn't ask me to do something if it was easy. Don't get comfy, Gramps. I'm about to take the lead.
Keep it steady. Not just yet.
I got this. If Bro thinks I can do it, I know I can. Concentrate. Just focus on moving your right foot.
Yeah, baby.
Okay.
Badass. I'm telling you.
And that's a pretty big gap.
No way that FD can take the lead away from him now.
What's up with Project D? I heard they had an amazing driver racing tonight.
You dumbass! Hoshino eats chumps like that for breakfast. Their FD could never keep up with his
No.
GTR 34.
They should go ahead and call this thing. Save us all some time. Purple Shadow is gonna destroy Project D.
Come on, Cascade. I don't like when the bystanders salt. I think Cascade got this.
I see what you're trying to do. That's an impressive move. Pretty good for a kid his age. There aren't many drivers nowadays that would even attempt what he's trying to pull off. If I were in his position, I'd have made a move for the lead already, but I'm not known for my patience. That still doesn't mean I should underestimate what this kid could be capable of. Now let's go!
Project D keeps falling behind. Man, what's the FD's deal? This race could be over pretty soon.
Nah,
Another
Cascade got
flawless
it.
victory for the Purple Shadow, huh?
Not quite yet. It looks like
Yep.
Project D is working this from a different angle by using the variable speed rule.
What are you talking about?
The
What does
GTR
that
has the
mean?
advantage on the hill climb because of its superior traction, but the FD has the advantage on the downhill because it's a lot lighter. If Keisuke doesn't put too much stress on his tires during the hill climb, the D might actually be able to make a play for the lead on the downhill.
Interesting. But wait, if what you're saying is true, then that means Project D is trying to outsmart Hoshino by staying behind?
They're taking a huge gamble by using this strategy. Not to mention it's pretty damn ballsy of them to try something like this on somebody like Kozo Hoshino. If they aren't able to catch up to him on the downhill, they're gonna be totally screwed.
For real.
Things are about to get a little crazy. That's a bold move, Ryosuke Takahashi. Man, I can't wait to see how this'll turn out. Seriously.
7 seconds.
Hoshino in an all-out downhill battle with Keisuke Takahashi? They're both amazing drivers with something to prove. The two of them have to know what's at stake here. I gotta admit, dude, I'm getting pumped just thinking about it.
Okay, I'm ready. This is what all that training was for. All right, bring it on, old man.
Yep.
Time to stop lagging behind. That lead is mine.
They're almost here.
That dude in the background had a mohawk and glasses. He was cool. He got a race.
I heard people saying Keisuke is running behind. There's no way that could really be true, right?
Well, it might be. You gotta admit, the GTR
Yeah.
does have him at a disadvantage.
Keisuke must
No.
feel like crap right now. I know I would. I think it's probably safe to say he's never had that happen to him before. Losing an opponent in the middle of a race like this could make or break you as a driver. Trust me.
It's not over. It's not over. I'm not saying it's over until he crosses.
Man, I'd hate to be in his shoes. Trying to maintain concentration during a race is hard enough without having to worry about whether or not you're going to catch up to the other driver in time, and with everything else to focus on.
No kidding.
Yeah, and then thinking about our perfect win streak.
Keisuke has what it takes.
Stay focused.
On
Keep up
Keisuke.
the pace. If I'm going to keep my line through this next corner, I have to maintain this speed. Remember
Yep.
not to put too much stress on the tires.
Nice move.
At the end of the corner, open up the throttle and book it.
This song is great for this moment, by the way.
I'm sure you recall Keisuke actually started to perfect his accelerator work during our battles in Saitama. He didn't realize he needed to until then. It couldn't have been easy for him to acknowledge his shortcomings, but look at how much he's improved because of all the hard work he's put in. Even I was shocked by how quickly he learned those techniques, and by how quickly he mastered them.
When Keisuke sets his mind to something, it's just a matter of time till he makes it happen.
This battle is far from over. If he
Yeah,
wants to win
that's
this
what's
thing,
great
he's
about
gonna
him.
have to pull out all the stops.
Everything he knows. Dude, they should end this season on Keisuke versus Takumi.
They're coming!
Hey, who's in the lead? Dude, I think that's Hoshino's GTR.
The FD is nowhere to be seen. This isn't a battle.
He's coming. He's coming.
Here we go.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
He's so cool.
Here he comes. As long as he loops back around. He's gonna win on the downhill. Full turn. Was that 7?
Yeah! You can do it!
Good timing. That's what we wanted.
Hello? Hey, Kenta. How many
What's
seconds
up?
was it?
How many?
Okay, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for the call. He said he counted at the turnaround. It was 6 seconds, just under.
6.
I see.
We got a second to play with.
Nicely done, little bro. You were able to hold your own against someone you couldn't even see. But don't ease up. The real gamble is just beginning.
Come on. You got this, man. I mean, we knew that we were going to be trailing heavy. 7 seconds heavy. Ryosuke knows what he's talking about. If he confidently believes that this is the way to do it, this is the way to do it. If we listen to all his, algorithms, I believe that Keisuke should win. And I'm going to end that here. I have said before, I would never end on the middle of a race. True. But sadly, I have to go attend to real life and do stuff. So I am busy. I gotta go. But when we pick up right here next time, and then we'll see. I might do 3 episodes next week. And then do 3-3. No, 3-2. Yeah. If I do 3 episodes next week. No. I'll have to do 2. I was gonna say if I do 3 episodes next week, I could do 2 more. But no, there's only 4 episodes left. So there's gonna be this race, and then you know what? Holy, that's so bad. If I do 21, 22 tomorrow, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I still have to go, so I guess I'll just do 2 all the same. Hopefully the finale isn't 3 episodes long. But yeah, it should be fun.